This is Justin Amazon for Monday, July 2nd, 2018. Take a look at the pre-market here. That's looking like it's gapping down slightly, definitely below the low from yesterday. And doesn't really have a really strong pattern in here at all. A little bit of buying here, but sold through that and rallied back up to it. And then, had this unusual spike up to around yesterday's closing price. So, right now we're range bound. We're still within this support, this resistance. And so within this range, there's been a number of places where prices somewhat slowed down and reacted. A triangle here that broke out. This low retesting to that triangle. A lot of things having to do with this triangle. 1700 is just above this level. Support here, kind of support here. This flew through it, but then came back up to it. So then yesterday's close or Friday's close right near the 1700 mark. So that I'm not going to draw that line in right now, but that's a strong value there, a strong support resistance line. And then I was trying to eyeball another one down, near these lows, but wasn't really seeing one here. Nothing that really stood out. So, let's get into the day and see what happens. So immediately we open up with a high wave candle. So we gapped down, bearish gap. We immediately form a bullish candle. So if we break down below this, you can get in with, move down to this 1665 being the target. And see what happens. And instead it breaks bullish. So, this could be a little more of a retest. Like we are just saying, up into the 1700 price possibly. Be a good place for it to go retest, then roll back down. And so it throws up a wick right at this level. Let's see, here's the low, 1694.32, and this is 1694.56. So pretty close. Pretty close value. Definitely retrace into that. So this could be the place to allow it to roll over. But it's pretty quick and pretty large candles. So actually moves a little bit higher, stair step here, and then breaks out a little bit. Still on its way up to 1700. There we go. It's on 1700. Now we're contending with yesterday's aftermarket prices here, and now this looks like an even start reversal. Way up here with the place to get in is below like maybe 1698. It's below on this 1697.99. So 1697 and 50 cents maybe, and a stop up above that high of 1702. So a few dollars risk, but if the potential is that it rolls back down to the low of the day or down to the 1665, that's a good move. So hopefully you're in, and it goes down, then it kind of retests here to that level. And this is a nice place to actually get in again, or add and reduce, or just a second opportunity to get in. The stop up here, and we're looking for it to roll over, and it does, and then it comes back up. Okay, so now this is some lower highs, this is relative lows. We really want to see this break down, retest quickly, and then roll over. That would continue with the bearish mentality. So we get a few of these candles, and this goes on for a little longer, and then it's like, okay, finally it broke. Now it's going. It's probably going to retest a little bit. That's the fourth 5-minute candle in a row. It'll retest a little bit, and then it'll roll over, right? We're looking bearish. So there we go. Sorry, too far. So that's where it goes. So in here now, it's like, okay, we're breaking down. Now we're going sideways. You got to break bearish. Got to break down. We're nowhere near the low of the day, but we all need to get there. And so, this is looking like everything's confirmed. It's going bearish. And then this candle. And then this. And then some of these. And it just continued on up like crazy here. Had a small flag back down to the previous high in the day, which is a phenomenal place for that to pull back. I mean, why would it pull back there? That's only the place that it got up to earlier, and this place yesterday, and a somewhat of a neckline here, and then the closing or the opening final 5-minute candle, right in there. I mean, a lot of things point to, this is a normal rotation here. And what happens next? It actually breaks out again and almost gets up to 17, 14, and 50 cents. Doesn't quite get there. So this, if you zoom out, this looks like somewhat of a shoulder and a head and a shoulder, and then this line would be pretty close to the neckline. Neckline could be moved down a little bit to 1711, something like that. But that's what it looks like, and it's actually sort of breaking out here, but then it immediately closed. But definitely potential to have a neckline and this being inverted head and shoulders, and for it to continue higher. So anyway, let's zoom in on today, looking for this rollover here or here that you could have got in. Let's say you got it on the retest up here. So at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on the puts. Here's 10 o'clock. Could have bought those for, let's say 17. Let's say 17. That would have moved up to 20. So that would have been, would have been a nice size gain. The 1700 puts. But they just didn't really go anywhere. They didn't, show any conviction. They've got some higher lows, flat high, and then this where it pulls back and then it goes up, reverses, and then rolls over. There's definitely some opportunities missed there, just the way that it's set up, with this being more of a consolidation into a really long stair step and then a false breakdown and a rally. So if we go look at this area, saying, okay, well, this is a stair step, it's got to break both bearish. If not, I'm going to reverse my position and go bullish. And so this candle is phenomenal right here, because this is a shade bottom. Low and the close. No, I'm gonna miss it. The low, not the low and the close, the low and the open. Yeah, the low and the open are 1689. So the previous candle was 16.04. So it's practically a tweezer bottom, but you've got a shaved bottom at a location that we really want to see go bearish. So this is getting ready to go bullish. A lot of consolidation here, and then a rip higher. So let's say you bought calls 1230. So here's the calls, here's 1230. And so let's see this one. Yeah. So this is one where you could have gotten in for like 1150 by 1050. It would have been pretty close to the low here, but it's something that would have set you up really, really well for this kind of rally. Almost a 10-hour move there. Could have been minus commission, but huge move, huge rally, and then again a little bit of a pullback, and then a rally again. So there's definitely other things you could have traded, other options, but this one gave some really good prices to get in and just go, just ride that up. And you could have held through this, pulled back even longer, and could have bought something off for that other money so that it could grow a little bit more as this gets closer. But that wasn't what we discussed today. So be on the lookout for these that are basically sort of false breakdown, and then you could have been no longer stopped. The original stop here, and then here, and then here, and then going here, and then maybe as tight as down here, but it's more likely they stepped out, but if that's right. But anyway, to here, you'd be a few candles in, bullish, and then getting stopped out. So you want to keep that tight if you're able to watch it. If you're not able to watch it, then just set up and forget about it until the end of the day to make sure you're not still in an option that could be exercised or something. So anyway, I hope this helps. Take a look at how Amazon is moving, and this is just an info. Thanks.